feelings and opinions maybe hurt the process. You may disagree with it, but we can all agree into hitting that like button. And as always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to keep notified, don't forget to hit the notification.
Been broken a long time, don't remember the highlights of me. Oh, please help me. Please go easy on me. I can't believe it's so hard for me to see that I deserve this. Deserve to feel happy now. So please go easy. Please go easy. So hard to unlearn habits we've gotten addicted to. I'm trying to change my life, but so much easier to say than do. she 100. Gets everything that she wants in abundance. Knows how to be a lady in public, but she can get crazy. Ooh, I love it. She got a lot of weight in her luggage, and shorty ain't bluffing. She might snap on you like it's nothing. Everything I thought I knew is redundant.
Explosive temper, I hear smoke detectors. If I don't surrender, she might hold a lecture.
Every apology's a token gesture. I'm sorry, baby, I don't know no better. You get mad when I show no effort and turn the summer into a cold December. Cruise on the high road, dodging the potholes, tied up and I'm blindfold. She got me going psycho. I walk on a tightrope, my feet getting ice cold, my head spinning like a cyclone. She got me going psycho.
Damn, girl, you got me going. Damn, girl, you got me going.
Hold up, baby, I got CBD. Now we should kick back, pop in a DVD, yeah. Hold up, baby, we should keep the peace before one of us blows up like TNT. Let's go.
Hey guys, now that we've seen how the bot is used by multiple families, like some of you sometimes don't believe, here's basically what the bot is. So, to the ones that have never used it, right, you have your command, you have your help, your settings, your info on a player, which shows you the castle and the history of the activity. You can follow the castle for 10 minutes, right? When this command is called, the bot displays the last known coordinates of the target and asks the target to be monitored by 10 to 15 minutes. When the coordinates of the target change during this period, the bot will immediately send a message to the chat. You can ping it to check its activity, and then you have P1, which is basically pinging, but it'll do it faster for a shorter amount of time. So the P1 will do it for 2 minutes, and the statistics are checked non-stop until the server speed, right? Then you can test, for those of you that can't do the math very well and want to rely on the bot, it now has the feature where you can see which one drops the might most, right? You can monitor a castle for 30 minutes, so it will constantly keep track of it, or you can do it for 1 hour. The profile and the statistics are checked every 5 minutes in case of activity and notifies about it and removes the target from monitoring. At the end of monitoring, the bot will notify the target that had no activity during the monitoring period. So if you want to keep an eye on someone, that would be the way. Then you have gears, which basically shows the castle gear. Knowing those commands, now you can also do more than just player based, right? You can tag and untag enemy guilds, right? Players from the mark guild, the message drops, but she'll be highlighted with a little pigment. So it'll try to help you if you're trying to specifically hunt down a specific guild. You can keep track of it, slightly easier. You can also ask to it to show you specific players from that guild. You can see tiles from that guild if you want to just tile hit that one guild. You can find inactive people from a certain amount of time, right? This can help you find targets if you're not waiting for a shield. You can also find fury targets, so you'll be notified when certain castles are in fury, which helps if you're trying to target fury targets. It can show you all the locations of all the phantom mines for the people that like to hit that thing over and over. And you can also move it between kingdoms. So if you migrate, doing a kingdom raid, yada yada yada, for whatever reason, it allows you to move and switch kingdoms. Essentially, you migrated. The other very useful feature that it also has is you can see the number of players in a specific kingdoms. You can show the population of all the kingdoms, and you can also find kingdoms that are listed within the specified power. So if you want, I want to be a 1 scroll migration for 2 build, it'll show you all the available kingdoms that your guild can migrate to. So it can help you track that because it keeps track of all the kingdoms, right? So it reminds me of that Lord Maps, I think, or lordsmobile map, I think it was called. You can also use it to display the cost of migrating for, players from specific guild to a certain kingdom, right? You can use it to display the top guild and player specified. So instead of migrating an account in like you used to have to before, you can now use the bot and figure out what the actual rankings of that is without actually having to migrate there. You can show all the wows for all the people that like to do wonder raids. It'll keep track of all the wonder timers uh, in every kingdom, so you can see upcoming wows, wows that have finished, and yada yada. Here, this kind of gives you a purpose of the command and what situation you would use it, right? Your end, which the target's found on the map, is not clear whether it's online or not, right? You want to just keep watching it, you want to keep tracker on it, but without actually doing anything, just to make sure that it's offline. You have your P, which usually at the beginning of the rally, to make sure that it pings it whether or not it detects an activity. P1 is essentially like when you get closer to the rally, you can ping it to try to see if it'll refresh activity fast, right? Like they hit health, they heal, swap gear, anything that you can visually see in their stats, gears, or cast. And then you have FL, which essentially what it does is it gives you the coordinates of where the castle is. So if it ports away, you can see it. If it keeps popping away, it'll keep giving you the notification of where that castle is. Lastly, this is essentially what you get information when you hit a target, right? When you ping it, when you info it, when you are, show it pop up on the guild. And you can see pretty much it does give a lot of information. Sometimes, for example, things like might from Turf's Quest is not displayed. If the castle hasn't burned in a while, you won't see the burn. The shield, right? If it has maintained shield or it doesn't shield. So it does give a lot of information that you may or may not notice, right? And here, for example, I'll show you how you can find information about a specific target. So this guy, for example, sitting in wonder, and let's say you're curious about it, right? You want to know, what is this castle? Well, you type in the info, right? Then you get pop-up menu. Now you have your gears that you can see, right? You can detect the gear that that castle had. You can try to figure out the history, right? What activity has this castle given, right? It's all shown. You can also see the action, and basically that will show you what it actually detected that it did. You can find the camps, you can see what guilds it's been in, and you can see the different names that it has been in. And it'll also give you a little shortcut into your pings and your tests and your finds. So that's pretty much what the bot is about. Some of you may or may not disagree with it, but I just want to make sure that a lot of you guys understand what the bot actually is, and that pretty much every major guild uses it. Maybe not all guilds want to use it, but what ends up happening is that you end up in a situation like if you're not there first, you're not going to get any kills, right? So if you can't feed your guild, then that's what happens. It's been a tool, but it's also been a unnecessary evil in terms that it has caused chaos between and amongst people. It's caused chaos among guilds, right? Like people think you're stealing just because you beat them to it. People will fight over it, like, no, I'm getting there first. People complain that, they're hogging, then they, let's say go to a different kingdom and then do their own thing over there. Now they're getting more kills because they're that person, that only person in there, right? So sometimes you'll see this being used in smaller castles by smaller targets and smaller rally leads because they want to be able to find all of it. So ultimately, it all comes down differently. I don't think I would care if it did go away, and at the same time, I wouldn't really care if it stayed, because with everybody having the same access to something like this, um, it's useful at times, although it can be unfair in certain aspects. Um, One thing you have to remember is that this essentially what it does is it gives people more time away from having to look for targets and potentially just giving them targets. So they hand out the targets, which, you know, can be considered unfair, but at the same time, you know, it this is what a lot of you guys maybe have not seen and have never been able to see. Um, but yeah, I'm just sharing with you guys what essentially the bot is, and I think some of you maybe don't get a chance, some of you use it, some of you maybe heard about it, but maybe some of you even provide it. But this is basically what it is. So yeah, just felt like maybe some of you guys should know what it is, and that way you can maybe change your mind about it or don't change your mind about it. um, it's it's all preference, right? You don't have to buy full mythic champs, you don't have to buy any champs at all. It's all preference, it's all into your playstyle. um, you can also use this very well to counteract, like you want to trap. Well, now if your shield drops and you've been playing dead, people are gonna come to you, right? But you have to fool it. So how you fool it, up to you. There's multiple ways of doing it. There's things that raise a red flag, and there's ways to use it where you don't have to sit in front of the bot for 24/7, right? You can do multiple ways with it. How you use it, it's up to you. But yeah, this is pretty much what people hate and love, and some people say it's ruined the game, and it kind of has, because what it's done is to sped up the process of targets being zeroed, but at the same time it's also kept more activity. So I think it's like a good evil, right? It's got its pros, it's got its cons. Does it really outweigh the goods? Not really. Does it really outweigh the cons? Not really. But at the same time, it's you know if you're protecting yourself and your account, this shield bot's not gonna do much harm to you in regards to being able to protect yourself. Um, you know, if you find yourself that sometimes uh, you're being tracked by people in your kingdom and they're using this non-stop, you can try to trick them, right? Hey, I'm appearing online. Then they'll get to a point where they just won't stop chasing you. A lot of times the solo bots used for, or the shield bot, sorry, it's used for mainly solos, right? So if you're soloable, well, a lot of times you will be caught like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts and comments based on it? I'm actually kind of curious to know what your thoughts on it are. And, I think that if you really keep a close eye, I think I did this for a couple hours while watching a couple Netflix episodes. You can really target a bunch of guilds and see that, you may think they don't use the bot, but pretty much every guild uses the bot. It's think of it like driving a car, right? Bad for the planet, gets you places. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and as always, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And yeah, let me know. Bye guys.